talking about a fun family activity that involves the blind taste testing of chocolate Easter bunnies. Or really just chocolate.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, chocolate's the important thing here. It's almost as important as family. Family activities promote bonding and show commitment. They also increase family values and promote belonging. It really is important to spend time together as a family. The breakdown of family plays directly into the breakdown of society because the family is the most basic building block of society. We need strong families. We need the sense of identity that we get from doing things together as a family. This is critical to note because lack of identity is one of the top reasons that kids end up heading down undesirable paths. And then society as a whole suffers. You know what I'm thankful for? The existence of chocolate. And the fact that you're here with me today. Hey, I'm Amy on A Lolly Life, and today I'm going to show you how to put together a fun chocolate taste testing family or group activity. Our family's done this a few times and we've really enjoyed it. I'm also going to show you or talk about some of the pitfalls that I've run into so that your activity will run as smoothly as fancy chocolate. Buy 5 different brands of chocolate Easter bunnies, 5 different brands. Or if you're doing this at another time of the year rather than Easter, then just 5 different brands of chocolate. You need to chop your chocolate Easter bunnies into bite-sized pieces. And if you're doing this at another time of year, you want to make sure that there's no obvious branding or shaping that makes it obvious what brand the particular piece of chocolate is. Because if there is, then you might need to eat a few of those pieces, but just the ones that make it the most obvious, because you don't want them to be able to identify the chocolate by, well, the little piece of chocolate that they're eating. Then you put the chocolate into 5 different bowls or 5 different zipper baggies and you make sure that you label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't try and remember which one is which on your own because I don't know about you, but I would not be able to remember that. I would think that I could remember it and then I wouldn't actually remember it and that would be a sad thing. The answer key, it tells which kind, like number 1 is this kind, number 2 is this kind. It has a little picture of different chocolate bunnies that were chopped up to make the little baggies of chocolate bunny stuff. You can take the labeling key where you like, number 1 is this brand and number 2 is this brand, and you can put it in a little envelope and seal it up that you could open at the very end. Do not open until you finish the game. Do not open yet. Do not open. Now for the fun part. You get to gather your family around and you get to taste test the different kinds of chocolate. You will probably need to try each kind 2 or 3 different times in order to make comparisons and like decide which one you like best and which one you like worst and which one is the smoothest or the sweetest or those kinds of things. And so you need to make sure that you have enough chocolate for everybody to have a few pieces. Nobody is going to complain if you have a little bit of extra chocolate, so just keep that in mind. Chocolate is good. Yeah. Chocolate is good. And then you need to make sure everybody has a little card that they can write down their thoughts about each different number of chocolate, and they can make their little notes on it so that they can remember which one is which. Some of the problems that I've had in the past with chocolate taste testing that I've realized did not make it more helpful was that if you have too many brands of chocolate, then it actually undermines the whole thing. It makes it really difficult to remember which ones you've eaten and which ones you haven't, you know, what they taste like and whether you like this one better or that one better. So 5 is a pretty good number of different brands of chocolate instead of like 15 or 20 or 25, which we have done, but not the best option. A slightly smaller number is good, otherwise you have too many options to pick from and it just becomes confusing. Also, it's probably a good idea to have some milk or water or something to cleanse the palate between each flavor that you're tasting. We've done this before with some friends over to the house, but we decided that this year that we had several friends that we thought that that might be a kind of a fun thing for them to do with their family. So we have made up little packets. It has their little chocolate baggies in there, and it has the instructions, and it has their little cards, and it has the little answer key all inside of the baggie. There are 5 bags of chocolate pieces. 5 bags of chocolate pieces. Each bag contains a different brand of chocolate Easter bunny of chocolate. Chocolate Easter Bunny. Try each, making notes and judging how much you like them. This is their little paper that they use to make notes on it, to see how much they like it and to write down their little things. You will probably want a glass of milk or water to cleanse the palate between pieces. You will probably have to try each piece 2 or 3 times as you decide which is your favorite. And after everyone has finished picking their favorite and their least favorite, and putting it on their little card, favorite and least favorite, then you finish the game and you open the envelope, and inside of the envelope is, voila. Yeah, the answer key. It tells which kind is which. In a previous video, I talked about a family food tasting tradition that helps inspire kids and adults to try different foods and to be a little bit more polite about what they say about them, as well as when they say it. If you want to watch that, well, you should want to watch that. Click on the video in the corner, and I just want you to know that you are needed. Spend a little extra time with your family and give them a squeeze. I just knocked something on the floor. And give them a squeeze. And just know that this life is an adventure. And that's like super fun. An adventure. Like we're climbing the mountain of Modor. And so yes, there are going to be days when it's not going to feel like a great thing. That's just kind of how an adventure goes. But keep going. I believe in you. You've got this. And in the end, you'll look back and you'll think, wow, look at what I have accomplished. I know you will. And so just remember that I love you. And I'll see you on the next episode of A Lovely Life.